It is the 1st of May 2024, and I don't celebrate like yesterday. We have fire, burning up trash from the garden, and there is much people around a big bonfire, a real a big fire pile, and I'm I'm too old for to go out and celebrate like that. And I heard on the news that it was much drinking and fighting. So that's not for me anymore. And but I had a beautiful day yesterday because my daughter was here, and I always meet her at the bus stop because it's hard to find the way to my home, and she is a little confused in her brain. She is very smart, and you know that many that is like professor smart people, they have this hard to focus on things in the world, and so easy things they maybe not can do it because the brain is focused on other things. And so I always meet her at the bus stop, but she finds her way back to the bus stop. It's like it is easier to understand. So when she come, and this is the second time she's coming this year, and something have happened with her, and what I think it is, but I'm not sure, but my theory is that she had grown up. Suddenly she grew up. She is 38 years old, so she is not a teenager anymore. But she have, I have maybe say that, but she have a disease called Turner syndrome. But she's lucky to only have a mosaic. So it's Turner syndrome is that it's a missing part in the DNA in their genes, and so she don't have it so very much, but it make her be a little childish for a long time. But I think she have changed now, and it was not coming on by itself, because I pray about it. A prayer not about her. You that follow me, you know that I was praying for those that have make damage should come and repair what they have damaged. And my thinking was only about UFO, those aliens that was doing something in my brain in the 90s. and I think they have done something with my brain also, and not only my daughter. And she turned suddenly out to be an adult person, and more with the responsible. So, and one thing more that happened is that she's in the school, and she have some education already, so she is off school on Thursdays. Tuesday, was it yesterday? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I have hard with this in English. She is off school on Tuesday because the classmate are educated in something that my daughter already have passed, and so she was here last Tuesday, and yesterday she was here, and she say that she's coming back next Tuesday again. So something very miracle have happened. As 2023, year 2023, she was, I saw her, I met her only once, 2023, and now suddenly she started coming. And she was off, and she was not in education, but sometimes she was off from work, but she never come and visit me. And now she suddenly start to visit me. And in the visiting, she helped me to clean up. And just now have it been Jesus Garden. It had been much to do after the winter time. Now it's suddenly, today is it summer, like it can be a Swedish summer. So I will be outside today very much. I am in the garden and I plant some plants, and but it's too cold yet in the night, so I need to carry in those flowers that can't be outside yet. And in this week on Thursday, I'm going to a store and get some strawberries. I have ordered strawberries. I had last summer strawberries, and I get berries on them very much, but I had only one plant of them, and I've look after them, and they the stores didn't have that breed, if you can say that, in flowers, but they didn't have that sort of strawberries. But there were one that had them, and it's a little far out from my city. But I take the taxi, and I, I'm going to be there maybe 1 or 2 hours to look at all these beautiful flowers in the store and bring home. I think it was 12 plants of these strawberries. And then I am not going to put them in the soil in where those other are. I'm going to plant them in itself in some box, maybe to have it on the table outside, and eat from there, directly from the table. And so what I was going to say, what my daughter and I did, she didn't want to go home to me because it was a beautiful weather. And she said, "Can't we go somewhere?" she said. And I say that we can walk where I mostly go when I'm out. And we can maybe go to the store that is close to my home. And she said she wanted to look at it, what kind. She knew what kind of store, but she wanted to go into the store because she is a shopping queen. She buy very much, and now she have money, and they are going to be spent. And this is not what I have raised her to be, because I raised her to take care of money. But then she was to her father that is very wealthy, and she got everything from him, and he didn't say stop to her to buy things. So she become used with that, to be spoiled and have all the money in the world. Like said, she don't have that, but much money. So she spent, and she wanted to buy things for me in the store. And I say that I pay for those things I buy for myself. And but she gave me a Mother's Day's gift, but only because she wanted to buy. Because I said to her, I didn't have money with me because I didn't expect us to go to the store. And so she say, I pay for you. She say, I pay for you. And it's also in her brain is that her brother, they don't have the same father. But her brother is saying, he is so evil. And he said that to her, that I don't have any money. But I have money. It's only that I don't spend it like they do. I think before I buy things. Sometimes I can unexpectedly buy something, but mostly I think about it if I really need it. Many times in the store I take something to buy, and then I wait a little and think about, do I really need it today? And mostly of the time I don't need it today, so I take it back, so I don't buy it. My only thing is just now that I love flowers, so I buy a little more flowers than I thinking I should do. But it is also a satisfy for me to smell because I want fragrance flowers. They should smell or they should be used to have in food, to eat it up or only smell it when I sit outside. And so we were to the store, and then we walk home. And it was a long walk, but she is into to not be fat at all. And she is in this, I don't know if she have this anorexia, but she is very extremely slim. And so she want to move, and she told me when we were walking that she had been to the swimming pool, the sport hall, and been swimming in the morning. So she had already done exercise, but maybe she have eating something when she travel, because she say that she have. I asked her if she have eating breakfast, because I had not eaten breakfast. I say, have you eaten breakfast? Because if you haven't, I wait for you and we can eat breakfast together. But she said she have eaten breakfast. And I think that's why she wanted to walk, to take that down, that she have eaten the breakfast. And so then we come home, and I have bought some plants, and she have bought some things for herself, and we sit down first so she could calm down after walking, and then she walk out in Jesus' garden and start to work there the whole time. In that way, is it good that she is frightened to be fat again, because she was a little fat before, and so she's coming back and help me with what needs to be done inside my home, because I don't have any help, and I am too weak in my body to could do so much cleaning. Mostly is it only just after I have eaten, I clean up what I have eaten. But those other things that I was supposed that I should clean up, I don't have that energy anymore. And I can still walk, but I be very tired very quick in my legs. But I think that to have my daughter coming here and take care of my home, and then to could talk to her, that I think that going to show in my health also, that I be better in my health, to not be alone. Now I have a daughter, a real daughter, that is coming and helping me. And and I don't know how she changed this way, but I need to trust. And I know it can have been that I did a prayer that it started to happen. And it is many times you have that have followed me. You know that things have happened that I have not expected it. Mostly that I can see, but I think it's many things I don't see. I don't notice that because it's like rolling on. It's a normal things in life that can happen. So I don't see it. But this with the money, I can see that I don't get anyone, no one is giving me tithes. I don't get any money. I have not got it maybe 1 year now. And I got suddenly money to travel to Israel and live at a hotel 1 month. And what's coming, money I needed when I traveling to Israel came through. And I don't know who was giving me the money, but I believe that it was God that gave me money in my bank account. And because he didn't say any names, but it says in Swedish sometimes what the money should be for. And so it have been sometimes things that it's hard to explain. But those things that have happened, like the money to Israel, my daughter's change in her mind, I need to accept it and not think. I must think in faith that it have been God that have done things. And of course, it is God as He is in the top. But those action, it maybe are coming from those in afterlife. But they have to go through God. What the action they do needs to go through God. So everything is coming from God because God tell them to do that, accept it, and they do it, action. So in the first place, is it God that do it? And then he have those other that do it, target the world, to target our planet, to do the action of it. It's not God himself to do it. It's sometimes he have coming through and talk to me, but mostly it's the action from the afterlife. They have educated me in that way, that it is. And so we should give thanks not only to God, but also those in afterlife, because all of them is together, but God is the highest. And then after God is coming those higher priests that you can see in a picture that I have done, how the higher priests look like. They have this white hair, white beard, and white clothes on. So it is a mysterious for me also. It's not that I think that I get it, and like I must have it because I am God's daughter. I must have it. I don't think like that. I don't take anything for granted. God have educated me in that way, that I should not take anything for granted. And in that way, as I don't take it for granted, I be thankful for what I get. Because granted, that is not 100% sure that I get it. So every time I get something that I have not expected, that is to thank to God about. Because He do the most spectacle, what sometimes I don't know He should do, that He do it, but he tell those in afterlife to do the action in my life. So I wanted to tell you this about that God have changed my daughter, and He heard my prayer that I did. So you should listen at how I pray, and not copy my words, but in the same form do it. And what Jesus was talking about in the prayer, this is how you should pray. He didn't say, copy me. He didn't say that. He said, this is how you should pray, and copy it. He didn't say that. He said that we should pray to God first, and say God's name in that way that you think about God, how it's coming from your heart about God, and not what you have learned. It's your own heart's word for God, that you tell what He is for you. That's you should say first, to get the ears from God, so He listen at you. You start with that, and He love that you sing for Him also. Before your prayer, you sing, and then you do this like Jesus say you should do, but in your word to say it. And in the end, you go back to God and you tell him again what he means for you, and everything that you have prayer for. It's you close it in with to talk to God that you can't do anything on your own. You need him to be in your life. And in that way you close in what you have prayer for. And the most prayer is about God, who he is for you and what he have done for you. And the least of the prayer is what you think you need. But you need also to give it to God, to know what you need. And admit that you maybe can be wrong in your wants, that once was not what God wants you to have, to be, or get. So you must be humble in that. You can't expect God to give you things that is not good for you. But you don't know that. So you need to say that to God, that that is up to him to give you. But what you're longing for to get, you tell. And then you say that is not my decision. That is you, God. Now God, now is it I get touch about what I'm saying here. And it's my wants, but I don't know what is best for me. Only you, God, know what is best for me. But I say what I think I need. And then, God, you need to correct me in this if it's wrong. You should pray like that. Be humble. Don't expect God to give you what you want. He should give you what you need and not want. So there is much to understand about prayer. And then, of course, if you pray to a God that is not God alone, if you pray to Jesus as God, then you get that level of gift, what help that you want. But to pray to God alone, then you don't expect anything of what you want, because God is straightforward and give you what you need. And that's good enough. It's like going to a party to ask for something you want, and that is not good for you. But God can give you that to show you that, to learn you the lesson, that you don't go for that kind of person, for example, because it's not good for you, and you will find it out, and it should not be take. You can pray to God in that way that He show you very fast what is good and what is bad for you. But the bad things should go very quick away, that you should ask God for, because we don't know. We don't know the future. God knows already where you're ending. So he can stop it to go forward if you ask for it. So admit. He love. I see him smile. A smile I see. That's when you admit that you don't know anything, because you don't know the future. You know what you have and what you have done. You only know the past, but you don't know the future. And the future you need to lay in God's hand. He don't really have a hand. The hand is something to place things in. And so I thank you for listen at this podcast, and understand that it have changed very, very much. It's extremely much that my daughter is coming and visit me. It's like so big as it was that I could travel to Jerusalem without have any money. So thank you and God bless you.